We are now streaming live on Facebook. Welcome to everyone. Wonderful to have you all here. Excited to dig in with Gaby Cevallos, one of our instructors for one of our courses, for just about a half an hour to learn a little bit about who she is and what she does within this course specifically. But perhaps as people trickle in, I'll go ahead and just do a brief introduction about who I am and who we are at the Center for Executive Education. My name is Hannah Benson, and I am a program manager at the University for Peace's Center for Executive Education. The University for Peace was established by the UN General Assembly back in 1980. And within the Center for Executive Education, we really specialize in offering transformational learning programs to people who want to increase their skill set and really focus and invest time in their own professional development. We really operate with the mindset that everyone has the potential to make a difference in this world, whether it's within your family, within your organization, within the society, or the world at large, that it really doesn't matter who you are and what you do. Everyone has the potential to make a positive impact within their own context. And so what we do is provide, mainly through our diploma programs. We have a diploma in social innovation and a diploma in global leadership, provide people with the skills, networks, and tools and inspiration necessary to have that positive impact in the way that is most meaningful to them and their environment. So I think within our programs, one of the really interesting pieces that I think sets ourselves apart from other kind of courses are our amazing facilitators that join our participants and guide them through these really transformational learning experiences. They tend to be, although some might have experiences in the academic sector, most of them are very much practitioners. They're living and breathing the information that they are teaching you about. They've been through it, they've been through the challenges and understand them. And at the end of it all, are really able to provide you then with practical tools and deliverables that you can implement within your own context. So again, it's really not about providing a lot of technical jargon and academic theory. It's much more localized and having an understanding of, okay, what can I take from this course and implement right away in my own life? So with that, one of our amazing facilitators who we have on board and are talking with today, hello, Gaby, welcome. Thank you for being here.
Hi, Hannah. I'm very happy to be here and talk to you today.
Excellent. Gaby Cevallos is based in Ecuador. She is a facilitator for our upcoming course called Designing Your Life, Innovating from the Inside Out. This course happens to be starting in just a few weeks on July 27th. And we're really excited to announce that Gaby, for the very first time, will be facilitating this course for us. As a little bit of background on her, she is the founder of the Life Experiment, a platform that helps individuals connect with themselves and their purpose through transformational learning. She also develops experiences for organizations to increase the well-being of their employees. And she's a certified life and leadership coach, which we'll learn more about in a second. She's got a background in peace education, social innovation management, communication, and positive psychology, holding a BA in organizational communication and PR, and an MBA in social innovation. So with that, maybe Gaby, to get us started, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Awesome. So my name is Gaby. As Hannah said, I live in Ecuador, and I have this background in many things that I've studied since I studied communication, but also social innovation. In the past 4 years, I've been focusing on well-being. So actually, how can all of us increase our well-being and be happier and have a healthy life, a life that we love? And that's how it makes sense for me to teach this course and be here with you. So I am a certified life and leadership coach. I'm also a life design coach. So I've been working with these beautiful topics for the past years, and I'm very, very thrilled to be able to teach and share what I know with all the students in the upcoming course.
Excellent, thank you. And perhaps maybe to go a little bit more in depth about what you're specifically working on these days in the areas of life design and your expertise of a leadership coach. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so I have different programs. I teach a lot. So as a coach, I have online programs or different students that work with me. They either want to feel happier and increase their well-being, and they want to connect with themselves and understand who they are and who they want to be. And maybe they are in transition, they are changing careers, they discover that they don't feel happy anymore, or they want to trust themselves more. So that's one part. So I work with these people and teach them different practices and techniques for them to find their own answers within, because I feel that's the power. We actually know, but sometimes we don't hear ourselves. And then I also work with many entrepreneurs that want to design online programs, and they want to offer a service, they want to make an impact. So I work with them so that they can design a program that makes sense, that actually works, that and for them to step out of the comfort zone and sell what they love and train people and really enjoy designing an online business, because it is a challenge. So I work with these people, and also with some companies that want different workshops for their employees, that want again different practices for them to be in the present moment, because I feel that the pandemic and everything that has happened has shaken our life. Everything has changed, and we need practices. We need to find that security within ourselves to feel better. So that's what I work with. That's what I work during these days.
Yeah, what you're saying, I feel it really resonates, because I do feel like we're in a time where people are very much still struggling with the what next and trying to figure out what life is now that COVID is still very much a part of our reality. And you mentioned, just being present and taking the time to be mindful and feel like, okay, I'm here and I'm going to give my all. And, I feel like, in some cases I've lost touch with that ability, but then being able to join a course or have an experience where I'm forced to learn about these things and also understand how to make sure that I'm showing up and making sure that I'm living the life that I want. I feel like we're kind of at a point where it's extremely important. And if you don't make the time for it, then it's very easy for that to slip off and not necessarily happen.
As you said, yeah, it's like we consciously have to make the time for it, because it's not gonna happen if we don't make time for it. It's not gonna happen. So I think this is a beautiful opportunity, and also to live it with a community, because with a community it is more fun in a way. It's more playful, and also you have someone else to talk things through.
Absolutely. Yeah, perhaps we'll get into some of the specific core stuff a little bit later, but maybe just to start us off also with your connection with the University for Peace. How did you get connected with the university and with the Center for Executive Education?
I got connected in 2016 through an institute called Amani. So through Amani Institute, I got to UPeace and I found a diploma in social innovation. So I went through the diploma, I took the courses, and I actually was a student in Designing Your Life. And now through the years, I've been a partner of UPeace as they give me validation for some of my online programs. So I've been a student, I've been a partner, and now I'm thrilled because I'm part of the staff and a facilitator.
Excellent. This is often how it happens with our facilitators as well. We often say that when you take one course with the center, it's a slippery slope, and you become somehow involved with more of the things that we do in different avenues, and you definitely fit that profile very much. Wonderful. Maybe then to shift to the course itself, could you, again, I know this is your first time facilitating for us, but as you mentioned, you've taken the course as a participant. Can you tell us a little bit about what the Designing Your Life course with the UP Center for Executive Education is all about?
Yeah, so the course was created especially because we as people, we struggle with that concept of work-life balance, which is in real a false dichotomy, because there are many areas of our life. It's not just work and life. We have work, we have health, we have play, we have relationships and love. So all of this is important. So the course was created for us to understand these different dimensions of happiness and well-being, and for you to understand where you are now and where do you want to be. So asking those sometimes difficult questions and hard questions so that you live your life very consciously of what you're creating. So that's the whole idea. Like, we have the power to design a life we love, and that innovating from the inside out, because the changes really happen from within. So this is the opportunity to focus also on your inside and what's going on in here.
Mhm. So it's very much an inward journey, but also practical in the sense that you can then, first of all, I think it's very empowering to know that we can all design our lives. That's something that once you actually think about it, maybe I'm not leading the life that I want to lead right now, but I absolutely have the power to do it. And with the guidance and, like you said, the global network of peers kind of surrounding you and supporting you, it makes that journey to designing the life that you want all that more meaningful. And yeah, just an interesting learning experience, I think, for everybody.
And taking that leap, because sometimes we may stay, I don't know, when we talk about personal development in the self-help part, but this is actually very practical. So the idea is to apply all the things we're learning, to find your passion, to find motivation, to understand what are your strengths, your priorities, to prioritize also your goals. So that's the idea, so that you can actually make a change when you join the course.
Excellent. Love it. Great. And what about, we talked some about, the COVID era that we're still very much living in, and the timing of this course and how applicable it can be. Do you think, in terms of who this course is for, what would your answer be to that? It sounds like it's fairly broad, and because it's an inner journey that it could apply to many people, but perhaps you can provide a little bit of clear understanding of, if someone's interested in the course, how do they know it's for them?
Yeah, so basically anyone can design their life, right? But we need to have that, really, like, that fire within, that I want to make a change. And especially during the pandemic, anyone of needing to recharge that light, like the light of the current crisis, you need to find a solution or an alternative. You need to find a way to feel better, and also to not let this current situation affect all your life, because there are a lot of uncertainties in the world we live in. So the idea is that actually, how can I thrive also with the complexity of the world we live in and that uncertainty? So this is perfect for professionals that want to feel inspired and really connected to who they are and what is it that they do and their purpose. Anyone who's in transition, anyone who's having something significant in their life and career, graduates, or someone that is changing jobs. It's perfect for you if you need to focus in yourself and you need a clear direction to where you're headed. Maybe we don't know each step. Maybe we won't know because there are many things that come out of our hands, but you will have a clear idea of where you're headed and who do you want to be.
Excellent. Thank you. Yeah, I think now more than ever, this is very important. It just makes sense to take the time out and focus on yourself in a big way. For any of those who are just joining us, we are streaming live on Facebook, and I'm joined by Gaby Cevallos, facilitator of the Designing Your Life course through the Center for Executive Education. And Gaby, again, I know this is the first time that you'll be facilitating this course with us. I know you've been prepping and getting excited about the course yourself. Can you tell me possibly about what are you most excited about, and what are you going to bring to the course that is perhaps unique, as this is going to be your first time?
I'm excited first about, I love that the idea of this course being available for people, because when I did it like 5 years ago, I needed this very, very much. I felt lost. I didn't know what was going to happen with my life. And I think COVID has changed many people's lives dramatically. Like, everything has changed. And no one is an expert in what we're living right now. We're all experiencing it for the first time. We're all in transition. We're all understanding different opportunities. So I think it's always a good a good idea to connect to your purpose. It's always a good idea to design your life. It's never too late. So it was my dream to facilitate this course when I did it in like 5 years ago. And now that I'm here, I can actually bring to my table all my experience designing workshops and actually helping people apply what we learn. I'm very, very proactive on that side. I love to work with reflections, but also learn by doing, not leave this theory as something beautiful, because yeah, theory is beautiful. And then we're like, how do I make this happen in my life? So I'm going to help you apply what we're learning so that you actually take advantage of all the modules of the course.
Excellent. Yeah, and I think you have a unique perspective and perhaps advantage because you've done this course. You know what it's about from a participant perspective, but then being able to bring in your own expertise. I mean, obviously, you're now a certified life and leadership coach. Being able to bring that in to the participants and offer, you know, a particular expertise that perhaps someone else wouldn't necessarily have been able to do so. So, I think you're right. I think we're excited to have you on board with us. And it really does make all the difference, especially right now that a lot of people are struggling with what's currently going on. Absolutely. And perhaps I know that you've been through our diploma program, and so you understand a lot of, you've been through a few of our courses, understand how they work and what they're about. Could you tell people a little bit about what makes the UP's courses unique or different from other courses that you've experienced?
I'll even start like what makes UPs unique. So
Even
first,
better.
like I connected with you also because of your values. You know, when you say transformational learning and a positive impact. So I think that drives and attracts people that have that like it's they have that perspective of the world that finds alternatives, that want to help build a better world actually with your abilities. So I think starting from that, it makes you have a different community from maybe what you will find in some other course online. And there's also a lot of practical tools. As I said, we're not just about theory. We want you to apply everything that you're learning. It's beautiful that you're going to be able to connect with people from all over the world. And that's wonderful because sometimes we don't have that. And it's an engaging experience. You're going to participate, you're going to reflect, you're going to talk to people in the course. And also, you're going to have a certificate from a UN established institution for the ones that that's important and you want to have that recognition and value. You also have the certificate, and I think that's very valuable. Like all the experience itself, you're not going to find the same community or the same facilitators or the same experience if you study in another place.
And you talk a lot about it being an engaging experience and having that global kind of network to rely on during the course and hopefully afterwards. Is there opportunity for kind of peer-to-peer learning, even though this is an online course? What does that engagement look like or entail? And also, this is very much an inner journey. So how do those two things come together?
Yeah, so in that course, you're going to find different ways to learn. You're going to have articles, you're going to have videos, you're going to have audios, like all the things that you need. But also, you're going to have live webinars with me and the other participants. And as I'm your facilitator and I love people to connect, there's going to be space for you to connect with your peers, to reflect out loud, because we're very good reflecting, but sometimes when we say it out loud, it's like it's magic. It's more, it's gonna happen in a way. So that's different. And also, you're gonna have times to reflect by your own, by yourself. You're gonna have different questions along the course to keep on that reflection and that inner journey. And as everything is voluntary, you're gonna share what you feel like sharing. It's gonna be a safe and brave space for you to share, and that's gonna be my role as a facilitator, for you to feel safe in that space and to connect and to share. It's a vulnerable space, but we're going to make sure that you feel great in that, in the live webinars we're going to have together.
That's wonderful. I mean, I think for a lot of people who are considering this course, that might be something that comes up in their mind is like, listen, I'm going to be designing my own life plan in order to lead the life that I want. But in doing so, I am going to need to really open up with myself, perhaps with my facilitator. And so knowing that that space that you're going to create online is going to be a safe place for people to feel, to be vulnerable, to talk about challenges that they're having, all with the hopes of getting to a better place where they feel like their well-being and happiness is front and center. I think that's really important for people to hear. So thanks for mentioning that. I think that's a good point. And then what about kind of moving forward? If anyone seeing us on Facebook Live, again, we're here with Gaby Cevallos. She's a facilitator for our Designing Your Life course coming up on July 27th. For anyone who's considering either taking the course in a few weeks with the July 27th kickoff, or later into the future, our courses are offered a couple times a year. What would you say to someone who is considering taking the course?
To do it. If you have something inside that says that you want more, that you want to be happier, that you want to increase your well-being, that you want to connect, that you just want to explore in a safe space, and also in a structured way, because yes, you can Google the answers, but when it comes to your life, Google doesn't have the answer. So that's why this is important. So just do it, and reach out to UPs. Reach out to us and talk to us to see if this is a right fit for you. Probably, as I said, if there's something inside that sparks and makes you want to be here, probably it is the safe and right place for you. And you're gonna practice, you are gonna design the life you love during the course. And this is not just gonna impact your today, this is gonna impact your whole life long term. Like, I can say this, I took the course 5 years ago, and I'm here talking to you because I have applied every single thing we learned until today.
Wow, I literally have goosebumps as you're talking. I think this sounds like such an amazing experience, fit for people who are, any different professional background, I think could benefit from this, because it really is about, where you are in life and where you want to be. Thank you so much, Gaby. This has just been a wonderful kind of inside look at you, who you are, but also an understanding of the Designing Your Life course. Is a 4-week online course coming up through the UP Center for Executive Education on July 27th. So we're really excited about it, looking forward to getting in a great group of students. Oftentimes, again, because this is online, and you mentioned this as well, we get people from all over the world to join these courses. And it's really a wonderful experience to be a part of. So perhaps with that, Gaby, do you have anything else you want to add, or should we finish up?
Yeah, I think we said everything. I think it's a beautiful opportunity for people, and just take the leap. Take this opportunity for you to focus on your life. We're halfway through the year. It's a perfect time to design your life also. So yeah, I'll just motivate you, and I'll be very, very happy to be your facilitator.
Excellent. Gaby, thank you so much for joining us today and taking some time out of your day. To everyone who's looking or watching on Facebook, thank you for joining us as well. This has been a great conversation. And I think I'm going to go ahead and invite anyone who's interested in the course to connect with the UP Center for Executive Education. You can go ahead and email us at center@upeace.org. And if you'd like, even, Gaby, I'm going to put this out there if that's okay. If you'd like to connect with Gaby personally to answer any questions that you might have around the course, that would be wonderful as well. So again, thank you everybody for joining us, and we'll see you soon, hopefully for another interview with another facilitator. Bye, everyone.